that it? Is that it? I think that's it. It's here. Yes! 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 I finally got them! Yes! 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 Yes!
Street Fighter. When you hear those two words, what character comes to your mind? I don't know about you, but the character that comes to my mind is no other than Ryu, the Wandering Warrior and the poster child of the Street Fighter franchise. In the last 10 years, it seems that we've been lacking good Street Fighter figures in the 1/12 scale. But due to the advent of Street Fighter V, the popularity of Street Fighter has hit its peak, and it only makes sense to monetize on that by releasing awesome action figures. 2 years ago at Comic-Con, SH Figuarts was asking people what series they wanted to see. I immediately told them Street Fighter. So the question is, did my wish come true? Did we get an awesome Street Fighter figure? Let's find out in this toy review of SH Figuarts Ryu from Street Fighter V. Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us once again on the D-Star01 channel. I'm your host, Dexter, Arafiles, and today we'll be looking at the SH Figuarts Ryu from Street Fighter V. I gotta tell you, I've been waiting for this figure for a very long time. As you know, I have a Soda Toys Ryu, and I've had that for about 10 years, and I've played with it constantly. And I need a new Ryu figure. So, is this figure going to take over the Soda Toys Ryu? Let's find out in this toy review of SH Figuarts Ryu. Right off the bat, I gotta say, yeah, he looks just like Ryu from Street Fighter V. Honestly, how hard is it to make an action figure of a guy in a white gi? But it's not the plain look of Ryu that makes him who he is. It's his character and fighting spirit that makes him the ultimate Street Fighter. SH Figuarts, in my opinion, has captured the character beautifully. Looking at his overall finish, you can see that they gave him a matte finish and it fits the character well. Looking at his outfit, I'm very satisfied that it has a lot of detail in it, including the shading on his pants and on the shirt, as you can see here. Also, the shirt has a textured feel to it, which is really nice to the touch. Looking at his gloves, they contrast his overall finish by giving the gloves a shiny feel and look, and it looks really good on him and is very video game accurate. So here's where I have a slight problem. He kind of lacks shading in his overall skin tone. I would like a little bit more to give him that Wandering Warrior look. Also, I noticed that his chest does not have the matte finish like his arms and face, and has an odd shine to it, which is very off-putting, but not by much. Looking at his face, it looks really clean and very video game accurate, as you can see here. I love that his hair is textured and the bandana looks really good as well. I can imagine how hard it would be to paint it like it is. Overall, I'm really enjoying the paint and detail of this figure, and I am very satisfied. Good job, SH Figuarts. So here we are with the SH Figuarts Ryu from Street Fighter V, and we're going to go over articulation and scale. So let's go over how tall he is first, and we're looking at a little bit under 6 inches. And we are going to compare it to Chun-Li from SH Figuarts as well. They scale really well, no surprise there, but I would like to know how he scales with Marvel Legends, which is the whole reason why a lot of people buy these, so you can have the Marvel vs. Capcom. And here's Wolverine. And as you can see, they scale really well. So there you have it. I mean, that's pretty cool. Marvel vs. Capcom all the way right there. And just real quick, here's Soda Toys Ryu, as I said in my unboxing if you haven't seen it. And they scale and they look like to scale with each other. But this figure is now obsolete in my opinion. So So let's look at the articulation. We have a toe articulation here that goes up and down. We have an up and down here at the ankle. We have a twist here at the middle of the leg. We have a double ball joint here at the knee. We have like butterfly joints here at the upper leg, so you get that good range of motion. I noticed that the legs are very similar to the Ranma series. It's almost like the Ranma series kind of grandfathered in that design into the Street Fighter figures, in which I really do love the Ranma series of figures. They're really good. Highly recommend them. So back to articulation, we have a fully rotatable waist. We have an ab crunch. Not too much of an ab crunch. Ooh, not much at all. But that's okay. And we have a butterfly joint here at the arm. We have bend at the elbow. No bicep swivel. We have a swivel here, which is like a peg swivel for the wrist here. And we have double joints here on the neck, so you get a good range of motion in the neck. And he can do all kinds of moves, just like this. His Shoryuken. Perfect, right there. Bam. So there you have it. That is articulation and scale for Ryu. And I gotta say, pretty satisfied. Waterfall backdrop, 4 hands total, 2 extra heads, Hadouken effect piece, and a stand for the effect piece is what you get with this figure. Let's start off by looking at his Hadouken. I love that this figure comes with it, and honestly it wouldn't be complete without it. It isn't overly large and it fits him really well, as it features a translucent blue and ends with white at the tip. I also love how it has a spiral at the end, as you can see here. The stand that you get with it fits easily on the Hadouken, like so you can pose Ryu however you like when he performs the move. Looking at the faces, you get an angry face, a neutral face, and an action face. All of the faces look really nice and are well detailed, as you can see here. To my surprise, these are not interchangeable faces, but actual heads. Therefore, all you need to do to switch the heads is to remove the hair of the old head and place it on the new head, and then plug it in like so. This is a really nice touch. Let's look at the backdrop that comes with him. I honestly didn't think they would include it, and it adds to the value of the figure. It gives the feeling that he is in a video game, and I greatly appreciate that. Thank you, SH Figuarts. I love these accessories. They all fit the character well, and the backdrop you get is really nice, making this figure feel like a complete package. So let's break down this figure of SH Figuarts Ryu from Street Fighter V. I like to start off with the negatives, so let's talk about the negatives. His chest is kind of like, it has this shiny finish to it. His arms, his face, his gi all have this matte finish, and that shiny chest looks kind of strange. It's almost like they forgot that application of finish over him. And also, for a Wandering Warrior, he looks way too clean. It looks like he just took a shower and he looks way too clean. I'm sorry. This does not look like the Ryu that's been wandering the world fighting people. So let's talk about the positives. There's a lot of positives I want to talk about here. Number 1, backdrop. Yes, it includes a backdrop. So cool. This is directly from Street Fighter V. I love that. Let's look at this Hadouken. It comes with its own stand. It looks fantastic. It isn't too big, and it looks great. Let's talk about the figure himself. He looks, oh man, I can't stop talking about him. He is probably the best Ryu I've seen in a very long time. Now, I haven't seen the Storm Collectibles one, but when I get that, I will definitely compare the two. So, I want to give him a perfect 10, but I'm not. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I wish you can take off the gi, and I wish he had a bearded face to give him that DLC sexy Ryu look. I mean, come on, that's probably why you pre-ordered Street Fighter V anyway. If he came with that, then I would give him a perfect 10. But for now, I give this figure a 9.5 out of 10 D stars. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And if you have the Storm Collectibles Ryu, what do you think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. Have a good one. Oh shit, you don't just end with a good one.
No.
Have a good one.
And good night.
And good night. We're keeping that. We're keeping that. Hey you. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here. Not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here. Yeah.